Now, never send out unsolicited emails. Many countries have laws specifically prohibiting this. Make sure you have an opt-in mailing list. What this means is that people have actually opted to sign up for your website, and normally what happens is once they sign up for your website, an email is automatically sent to their email address, and then they confirm from that email address they want to actually opt in to your mailing list. So it's like a kind of double check that these people are who they claim to be. Now, do not buy in email mailing lists ever. If you get some sort of email arriving in your inbox promising 20 million email addresses for $299, well, think about it. It's not going to be very high quality, and it's probably going to be full of people who don't actually want to hear from you. So if you do buy in mailing lists like this, you could end up with a lot of legal trouble, and your online reputation is going to take a bit of a bashing as well. So just don't do it. Now, what you want is some sort of system where people from your website can easily sign up for your mailing list. Try and make it as simple as possible. Don't ask for first name, second name, age, gender, blah, 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 because people will not actually take the time to do all that. So just ask for something like possibly their name, country, that's about it. And as I say, keep it as simple as possible. Something you might want to consider are sort of mailing list pop-ups. These are little pop-ups that you can put on your website that when someone's come to your website, they pop up, and it just allows them to easily enter their details to go onto your mailing list. Now, some people reckon these are a really good idea from a marketing point of view. I'm not convinced that they're that great, to be honest, because if people want to sign up for your mailing list, I think by and large they'll find it, if it's on the menus, and they'll sign up. Now, lead magnets. A lead magnet is really an enticement that you're offering to people to sign up for your newsletter. So typically it might be some sort of discount or maybe free ebook or something like that, and in return for that they sign up. Obviously they don't have to stay signed up, they can always unsubscribe at any time. Now, once you start sending out newsletters, try and keep them consistent, the brand, the logo, the colors, all that kind of stuff. And also the title, because that's what they're going to see when it ends up in their inbox. Try and keep the title consistent. So maybe it just mentions your brand followed by the word newsletter or something like that. But, just keep it simple and consistent. The other thing is always provide a text version of your mail out. So it depends how people are reading your mail outs. In some cases, it'll be a sort of text-only system. In other cases, it'll be a system where they can, they can see pictures and all the formatting and all the rest of it. So, always provide a fully formatted version and a text-only version. Now, something you can do is you can create specific landing pages for the mailing list offers. So these will only be seen by people who, respond to your mailing list. What you can do with these is mark them as no follow and no index so that Google doesn't consider those pages as an attempt to spam, and it also means it'll hide those pages from other people who haven't necessarily received your mail out. Another very important thing is to include what are called permission reminders at the bottom of your mail outs. And what this is, it's really just reminding the people why they're receiving that particular mail out. Because often people sign up for mailing lists and a week or a month later they've totally forgotten they've signed up. So if you have this permission reminder displayed at the bottom of the mail out page, it basically just explains to people, well, look, the reason you're getting this is because you signed up for our newsletter at this address. One of the most important things really on your mail outs is to have a clear, easy to use unsubscribe option. If people have subscribed to you and then they want to unsubscribe, just make it as easy as possible. Don't try and be clever and make it difficult and hide it away, because the last thing you want are sort of unhappy subscribers. They can cause you a lot of grief in the end. You need to avoid being labeled as spam. So when you send out your newsletters, in the actual title, there are certain words which you mustn't include. So you don't want to use the words free, discount, urgent, 50%, those sort of spammy sort of sounding words, because a lot of people, a lot of the providers on the internet will actually be looking for spam titled with those sort of titles, and will just kind of remove them or block them or put them into the spam boxes. Now, MailChimp produce a whole series of guides which you might want to check out. So these are the resources on the MailChimp website, and if you go down here you can see there's all sorts of videos that they have available, and I strongly recommend you kind of read through these. For instance, here's one, how to avoid spam filters, and you just kind of read through that and it'll give you a lot of really good advice.